Welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope the expiry day today was profitable or at least break even, or if you made any losses or you would have made something new learning today, and I'm sure that you not made the same mistake you done earlier. So these are the loss which is going to give us some learnings, but ensure that don't repeat that mistakes again. If you repeat the mistakes again, nobody can save you, even God cannot save. Okay, so please not repeat the mistakes and try to learn from the mistakes. So let's jump into topics today on about the market, what's the trend and what happened in the expiry, what is the market prediction. The bank nifty prediction I told just before the expiry, and how what the prediction worked and how actual happened, where is the difference. Let us see. So before starting the trading mantra for the day, I normally keep telling you this, but again I'm just insisting. Above long breakout, do not remain short. Below short breakout, do not remain long. So this is one small principle you should remember, and this principle will save you a lot of losses also. Okay, so this is one simple principle. Particularly this trap happens in the morning actually. At the morning, in the first half an hour, it goes above long breakout but doesn't sustain, come down, and below short breakout goes and sometimes it comes up. But whatever happens, within 1 hour span, you will be able to see the target 1, target 2 at least in 1 hour time. If it doesn't happen in one half an hour, 1 hour time above the long breakout and below short breakout, then it will be a fake breakout. Okay, so the small things you can just go through again and again, you will come to know. Coming to the bank nifty expiry prediction and actual. So many queries are there, so I'll just tell you in snapshot very simply. Hope you understand this very simple rule only. So on the expiry day, then before the expiry day, these 2 days you have to take note of the high low. Okay, so yesterday's high low was 21,936, 21,448. The midpoint was 21,692, and today's high low, this is why it will be keep changing. Okay, as and when the market is keep moving up and down, breaking the high or low, this high and low will be changing. That's the reason I showed the trading view script, where I have this dynamic midpoint where it will be keep changing also. I'll just show you that also. That was around 21,614. So the expected expiry was, because 80% of time, 80 to 85% of time, the expiry will be around yesterday's around 50, plus or minus 50 points to 75 points. Okay, around that time, near the GAN point of yesterday and today's. So it was around this 21,692 and 24,649. So expected expiry around between around 21,600, 21,700, and we exactly closed between this actually 21,642. And in case of Nifty, yesterday's high and low 11,145, midpoint is 11,145, and today's high and low, and this is midpoint 11,192. So the expiry was expected between 11,150 and 11,200. This was expecting that will not break 11,200, and happened exactly 11,200 as a point where we closed actually. So this is the way how you do the prediction, and this is not 100 times will work. Sometimes breakout might come and it can go above this, but 85% of time it works. So if you have 85% accuracy, nothing more than like that. Okay, so if you are trading in very huge quantities, then don't follow these rules and all, because you have to take care of your risk management, money management. So thinking that the market went 21,900 and the midpoint will close, and you sell huge quantities of calls or something, or buy puts, that will not work. Okay, we are trading few lots, and with the discipline, definitely you can make money with simple rules. Hope I'm able to explain this midpoint theory for prediction, and I'm sure there will be no doubts on this. It's a very simple theory. Coming to the GAN midpoint today, it went above the GAN midpoint and sustained there 2,900. The midpoint pulled again back. On expiry day, this works very nicely actually. This happened several times. Just go through this chart midpoint and see this works many of times on expiry day. Okay, so this is how you have to work this on midpoint. I'll just show you the how the GAN midpoint work today in the chart in the demo. That means what you can tell, preview. So this is the today what happened. We just see the preview of what happened today, starting from morning. Today is 6th August. Okay, 6th August morning 9:50. Okay, so let's just see the preview. So if you see yesterday's GAN midpoint was 21,695. So we sustained, opened below that only, and the GAN midpoint is a blue line what you can see here, and it was in power of 2 was in sell signal actually in the morning from yesterday. So it was in sell signal only, and the price is above the cloud. When above the cloud also a little strength is there, but just ignore the cloud. Power of 2 in sell signal, and Nifty has given a buy signal already. It went below this. So my expectation 1122, I just mentioned that 21,700 call we may give, because 21,600 midpoint, 21,700 slightly above that. I expected that will be closing at 0, but we went above that all the way. We went above that and went 21,900 also. So we saw the Gann midpoint, it went above, below, and gone above that, and this is a revised Gann midpoint. Okay, it went up to 21,900 also. It was tried to break the previous day high, but could not. Then started coming down. So 21,650 again, almost near the previous day Gann midpoint it came. The today's Gann midpoint also, and then went below that. Went below that to touch the previous day low almost. So we went almost previous day low and previous day high. Both were tested actually almost today. So
it's 9 o'clock.
Almost exactly near that midpoint only we closed. Okay, so this work most of times. Just you have to do the back testing of yourself also. I had done my own testing. Let me just take back to the our presentation. Power of particularly remember on the expiry day, no technicals will work, no logic will work, no fundamentals will work. Price action and option expiry, option premium eating, option pain is what will work on the expiry day. So today we got the Bank Nifty, the buy signal. After that we got a sell signal and then buy signal. So currently we are in the buy signal. Okay, so this is how it worked today in power of 2. Coming to 21,700 call, around 11:22. I given this channel about the 120 trading at 120. It may expire or 0 I told. Okay, around 11:22. This is the price it was trading around. It went all the way. See the this volume profile. It went all the way here. There is no buyers at all. Then that's the time we got reversal. We got reversal around 225, 230 levels now. 230 levels. From there we saw from 130 till in the 2 hours time we fell all the way to 0. This is what happened in 21,500 call. Another thing what I gave was a 21,500 straddle, which is around 380. It was trading, expected around 50 rupees, but closed at 142 rupees, both. So because if you see another thing also you notice, 21,500 straddle, 380 was the price. Say assume 400, 21,500 plus 400 is 21,900. So what was the high we made? 21,927. Okay, so this is how the price option price works also. So options, people who have taken straddle ensure that restriction happened 21,900 and pull down. So normally the breakout happens at that indication you got from 21,500 short straddle. Yesterday's option pain was around 21,500. So that's the pain also you take note. See the call option, put option premium and add it and see that's the range it could be. From 21,500 option pain, that's the maximum it can go, maximum it will come down. It goes beyond above that and some serious building is coming up on the upside and the option pain also moving, then some different move is happening, trending move, otherwise normally it will get restricted at that price. So just take note of the option pain of yesterday, see the call price and put price option today morning, because of RBI policy the rate was sustaining at the high levels in the morning also, otherwise at the open itself the price would have come down. Okay, so just take note of this one small tip actually. Coming to the view, Nifty, the definitely Arun up has come down from 80 levels. Yesterday it was around 276. Arun down is still not getting up. Bulls are getting tired. And similarly in case of Bank Nifty, we are inside this consolidation zone. Definitely Arun up has become weak to 56 levels and Arun down has come to 40 levels. Anytime the crossover can happen if it sustains below 21,500 levels. So just keep a tab on this and Bank Nifty can be the leading indicator where we can see some down move. Definitely Bank Nifty need to pick up and move forward, otherwise it can definitely come down anytime. So coming to the hourly chart time frame, if you see the trend line we have broken and it definitely needs to go about 11,300 level. That's the time we can see the reversal of the trend, otherwise we are going to be sustaining below this trend line only. It needs to move very fast, but the thing is that the trend line as and when keep moving forward, the price also keep increasing. Okay, so the trend resistance also comes on the upper side. So tomorrow 11,300 maximum resistance can be seen here in case it going, but the option paint is indicating a different picture actually. Let me just show you that also later. And the Bank Nifty in the consolidation zone from 23,000, 21,000, 2,000 points range bound move for a long time. Definitely it's going to give a breakout, but some news is needed for this trigger to happen. Heikin Ashi Nifty is giving a, yesterday's high was broken today, so open equal to low, so Nifty is strong as come in the Heikin Ashi candle. And in case of Bank Nifty, it is weak, there is no open equal to low, it's a doji such a sort of formation, it can suddenly reverse or go up also. So Bank Nifty is not dependable as of now, it is weak, completely weak. A lot of resistance is seen on the Heikin Ashi candles. So coming to the key data points, bullish Nifty 1.18 is the PCR, and Bank Nifty is bearish below 1 level. However, the India VIX also has come down 23 levels. Highest open interest, if you see, nobody is touching 11,000 put now. That is really crazy actually. So nobody won't take any risk as of now. Shorting 11,000 puts, they are starting with 10,000 now and 11,200. But there is not much of gap between 10,000 put and 11,000, but still highest open interest is there. And in case of Bank Nifty, 21,000, 22,000 put is the range now. So people are betting for beyond, because 21,000 put they are not afraid. If you see, not like Nifty, they are not afraid of shorting 20,000 put actually. And in case of FI position, they are holding 19,000 long positions, still they are not ready for any big down moves, so nothing to bother from the FIS perspective. And in case of Lakshman Rekha, both are holding almost like a bullish bet. The original Lakshman Rekha from the date of opening of series 20 and 752. Another 100 points move is required in the futures to ensure that we are in the bullish mode for Lakshman Rekha perspective. In case of Nifty and Bank Nifty, IV indicating that lot of demand for puts actually, and moving averages we yet to cross 22,000 level for 20 moving average. So 20,000 levels looks like a tough task as of now. Needs some good news. Whatever good news comes, a lot of selling is seen on every rise actually. So coming to the FISDS perspective, if you see yesterday they are holding 15,000 contracts of long. Now they increase slightly to 19,000 contracts, and but however they are increasing the calls also from 41,000 to 57,000 contracts, and they reduce the long puts from 74,000 to 67,000. So this is indicating that they are not they are completely bullish as of now, but slightly they are not holding huge contracts, just 19,000 contracts anytime, because the reversal is also very huge. From 30,000 contracts they are shorting, they are coming down to 3,000 contracts. Overnight they are able to reduce 30,000 contracts. So 19,000 contracts is not dependable long. Anytime they can just reduce it, but they are now, as of now, they are not shorts as of now. That's the point you have to take. So long breakout level, short breakout level for Nifty, Bank Nifty 21,336, short breakout, and long breakout 21,949. So tomorrow 22,200 could be a very good strike for shorting calls, and here 21,200 shorting puts. Okay, but you have to just see other rules also. Long breakout, short breakout, above that if it sustains, that rule you remember. And in case of Nifty, 11,000 put can be the good target for on bid dips, and 11,300 calls shorting can be good for shorting calls on rise. So tomorrow being Friday, first day of the new weekly series, so we can expect some volatility to finish the premium actually. Even I was noticing the 21,500 short straddle for next week series. It was trading around 80 in the morning, and almost 100 points has come down by end of the day. So even the Bank Nifty straddle has come down significantly for next week series today itself. So Infosys analyzing again, it gave a good up move today 972, but this high we have to break. The 1,000 level mark is going to be big resistance, the big round number. Possible contest and come down. I was mentioning that 950 was the put option which can give 100, but I'm just holding on my this thing time till that time we test below previous day low. So this here we are getting good support here, same like Reliance, we are forming consolidation zone here again. So testing your patience before we test this 850 levels. As of now, ADX indicating that we are ready for trend reversal in Infosys. If you see the 2SD chart, this is the 2SD low, 1SD low, mean first 1SD high, 2 SD high. So definitely if you see here, see the resistance here. Earlier in September 2019, we went about 2 SD high and then we sustained for almost like 15 days. Then we reversed immediately and tested the 2 SD low. So now we are long above this 2 SD high. It is a very high probability that reversal can happen. It may not sustain for more than 2 weeks. Take it granted, but if you have the potential to hold the shots, definitely one can try it out. But everything is your own risk. You should have test patience. Okay, you have seen the movie called Big Shot. Okay, just see the movie. You need a lot of patience for making big money. Okay, that's very important. The same for Reliance also. The Reliance, if you see here, we are spending in the consolidation zone between 2000 2200, big range. Definitely we are need to break down below 2000. The same happens for the 2SD chart also. If you see here, if you see here in the month of October, November 2019, we sustained for almost 1 month above 2SD, but not too much of a deviation from the 2SD high. Okay, then after that we reversed. So now here also Reliance same thing, 2 SD high above we sustained for more than 1 month, more than 1.5 months actually. It is definitely ready for reversal. When it will come, time only will tell you, but suddenly will come. That time you will not be able to take any short positions. Okay, because the put option will be very highly priced. So you have to get into the position slowly if you believe in this conviction in this analysis. So here, but thing is that Reliance definitely is due for correction. Everybody knows, but time is taking for this, because everybody is believing that Reliance will come due for correction, but Reliance not giving the correction. So even the last person who is believing bearish will turn into bullish. That's the time the Reliance will give the reversal. So coming to the Nifty income strategy. So what happened is I shared the link of this Nifty income strategy, and what happened, somebody have modified that strategy, and I was confused whether the price what I have updated is correct or wrong. Then I have to update everything again. So I have updated everything again, and this is the position. So today we have closed at 11,200. If we close at 11,100, we would have made a profit of 12,000 actually in this case without any adjustment. So the adjustment was required on this to make this profit. So what is the adjustment that we should have made in this to get this profit? So what are, because people are not able to understand the adjustments actually, option pricing. See, the thing is that it's not so easy that we tell you, okay, 1 plus 1 equal to 2 or something like that. Is very easy. The market is very dynamic, and we need to change our mindset to book profits in certain cases and very quick, because option buying is involved in this. Let me just show you this this thing. Only one adjustment at least required, which happened in last before that week also. So what is the adjustment actually? So this is adjustment actually. So one not this one, sorry. So in this case, many people are asking about this doubling the price, you have to square off or not. So today we got the opportunity for squaring of the position to 120. Every time this happens about only on the expiry day actually. So whenever on expiry day, when he sold option doubling, okay, that's the time you square off your positions. Okay, here the loss was 6,146. Now applying this one rule, just one rule only, don't apply any other rule. Okay, now here this rule we square off at 120. Today we got the opportunity to square off that. Most of times it happens on the expiry day. So you will not take any new trade, you watch for the price action, and you have to square off only the thing which is doubling, more than doubling. If you see, the profit is 5,861, which is almost 5.8% of the capital deployed. Okay, 5% in 1 week is a great thing. So whether we got the opportunity or not, let me just show you. 11,000 call option, 11,000 call option. If you see here, we got the opportunity here to square off. So we sold it 60 rupees, correct? So yesterday was around 130 something. Sorry. So 120 is the cutoff price for us. Okay, today morning it went above this, but could not sustain. What happens that option pain also should give the indication. What happens, the option pain is not moving. If 120 is the price for 11,000 means 120 means 11,000 plus 120. 11,120 should be the your option pain. So 11,100 option pain we reached actually, but we are not getting in. First half an hour was a trap. So after that, what happened? It went all the way to 250. This is the time. If you see here, the VWP was indicating that it is trapping on the upside. So even if you close at 130, 140 around this price, then we would have saved here 250 levels, reaching that level. and again we got the opportunity to come down here at 110. So we got several opportunities for to square off at 120, 130 levels. So that's the way you have to do adjustment. Only one strike you concentrate where you are making big loss here. In this case, if you see here, this one. Let me just I'll just save this strategy. Portfolio. So in this case, 9,000, 5,861. Okay. So here this one trade where we are seeing 21,000 loss actually. That is a trade where we concentrate and 2 lots we are squaring off. Okay. So these 2 lots making the big difference actually. So you will just make this adjustment only where you will reduce your loss and that is your profit. Okay. So concentrate on this only. Try to make, I have given the historical option chain also. Take the past several weeks, update the prices, do the adjustment and see on the last day what is the price, what is the low high. You have to do the back testing. Okay, because you are not doing any trading on the complete weeks, only on the expiry day you have to do the adjustment of cutting down on your losses where the option which is sold is doubling, more than doubling. That's where you concentrate on that, and then you are ready with 5% profits on expiry day. So coming to the, hope I am able to explain you on this. Okay, just a point I want to explain, that's it. Any other points, just let me know. I'll try to clarify, because this Nifty income strategy was many people are asking for the query. They are not clear, they are telling. If you don't make the adjustment, the loss would have been 6,000 rupees. Else now we are sitting in the profit of 5,000. So here, this is what you have to know. Hope you understood the things. In case of any doubts, clarification, please try to comment, send me the comments. Please like the video. Once we get 30 likes, then I will update the historical option chain also. Okay, thank you so much. Please subscribe, like the channel. Thank you. Bye.